talk about MAGA Superman, Dean Cain, because ever since all of a sudden, he started to grift because nobody been checking for him since the late 90s. When did they cancel Lois and Clark? I don't even know. But it been off TV for over 2 decades, I feel. And now Dean Cain, who looked like he ate the whole goddamn cornfield in Kansas, because that's a big bitch. I've seen pictures of him lately. I'm like, damn. I don't even think you can see your dick over your gut. So he basically went and has been all over Fox News. They just so happy for any kind of relevancy. They'll give any has-been a place, especially him, Kevin Sorbo, all these other losers. And he recently was somebody he was going to join ICE. Now, mind you, last I forgot, Dean Cain's real government last name is Tanaka, so he's half Japanese, and he's up in here trying to act like he a white man, which is what a lot of you clear folks or a lot of you coloreds like to do whenever y'all want to assimilate into a certain type of situation. Y'all run around trying to act like y'all white. Your daddy's a whole Japanese man. They was putting people like your father and his generation in concentration camps. So let's look at the history. But you over here cucking for these people who was so literally round your behind up and put you in alligator Auschwitz, then so as have you be a part of ICE. But because he's Dean Cain, the has-been actor, and it's giving them some sort of relevancy over there at the Fox News or whatever, or in the Trump administration, they're loving all this attention. So a couple of celebrities came out and dragged him, one being John Leguizamo and also Margaret Cho, but we'll get into what she had to say in a second. So yeah, Leguizamo, who I love, by the way, and one of the nicest guys, because I've met him quite a few times. So it was had a few words for Cain after the former Superman actor shared that he plans to be sworn in as an immigration and customs enforcement agent, saying, "What kind of loser volunteers to be an ICE officer, an unemployed one?" Leguizamo said in a front-facing camera video posted on his IG on Friday. "What a moron. Dean Cain, your pronouns are has/been." Oh, so that's where they got that line from, because that was the first time I read that. Well, let me see if I can go to it, because I didn't even think to do that until now. Sometimes I'll be doing this show in real time. Well, obviously it's a live. Why the first thing I open on Instagram is this boy with all this meat in a thong dancing in a strip club. I'm like, these Dominican boys, I'm scared of y'all and all that stuff y'all be packing between y'all legs. But anyway, let me wait, where am I looking? I got distracted by pain. Okay, so we go on to John Leguizamo. Hold on. And I was like, let me see if I can find if the post is up there. I don't think I see it. I wouldn't even know where to find it. Which video? Oh, I think I found it. So hold on. Not in there. Let's see if I can bring this up for y'all. Okay, I think it was this one. So yeah, he posted this, and you see how fat he got? So yeah, so he posted this. He basically said, Nup said, oh wait, why am I not following you? I thought I was following you. And it says South Park episodes are gonna be unreal. The most insane part about his hard on for ICE is that his grandfather and grandmother were Japanese and they were put in the internment camps, including his father during World War II. And then somebody also put, tell us you're broke without telling us you're broke. So it's yeah, this is a desperation for attention because Dean Cain has never been given this much attention since Lois and Clark was canceled. I don't know if he's been in other stuff. Nobody's really been checking him like this. So they got to jump on this conservative bandwagon for attention. And it's sad when you see a lot of these self-hating people of color, homosexuals, trans people like Caitlyn Jenner and all you other idiots that run around here cucking for these people that don't see it for you. Who was the gay influencer that just came out, or the influencer came out to he engaged and now shocked that the community has pretty much disowned. I'm like, they don't see it for you. And the one thing that used to irritate me, because I never knew this, when I worked the Trump rally against my will, it was a job, so I have to work what is, the events that's required. Wasn't like it was my choice. But and I made good money working that day anyway, so I'm not all that upset, but it is what it is. So anyway, there were some people that were there because I didn't have a bad experience when I worked there. Like everybody who was there that was at the rally was cool with me. Maybe it's because I'm a male and I'm light skinned. So my experience is gonna be different than what everybody else got. But some of the people that are of a darker hue that I work with were coming up and telling me stuff like they think that, oh well, Candace Owens agrees with some of the stuff Trump is saying, blah 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 blah. Like, you don't agree? I was like, so y'all think we all a monolith? And this is how some people think. They really think that a lot of us who are of color are a monolith, and we think, overall, a lot of what they think. But I feel like the real thing with these maggots is that they feel out of place. They don't feel like they belong to anything, so they just latch on to this. And the sad part about it is that these people in this administration are grifting on the fact that these people are lost souls and they just want to belong to something. So I think that's what it is in that point. But it comes a point in time where you got to look at things, and I think there are some genuine people that really think that he helped with the economy and all this stuff, even though that was Obama's economy that fell over into his thing. But Democrats' problem is that they don't like to drive home a lot of their accomplishments. They expect y'all to go on the DNC website and read all it. No, anybody reading? Not in this generation. The education system is in the toilet in the United States. So y'all need to get out here and really give the message as to what it is that y'all are pushing for and what y'all are doing for the American people, so that when they vote for you, you can't just expect because, oh, black people and people and queer people and all these other people are just going to come in and automatically give you their vote because the other side don't like you. That's not how that works. Not anymore. Not the way that people are getting smart and privy to a lot of the politics that's going on. But anyway, so to get back into the whole situation, they said off of Warner Brothers and DC Studio Superman opening at the box office in July, Cain also has been running the coattails of the most memorable roles, renewed relevance, and engaged in his biggest wave of press engagement. And yeah, because of the whole release of Superman, yeah, he's been dick riding on that too. Talking about it's woke. And so I'm like, sir, you are a person of color. So what are you talking about woke? And I'm tired of people, and I say this every time, stop using woke if you don't know what the hell the word means. And this is why if somebody ever used that word in my presence, I'm gonna ask them, what do you think that word means? Nobody's asked me what they that said that in my presence yet. But the minute I hear somebody say that woke word, I'm like, so what do you think it means? And when they say some dumb shit, I'm definitely going to sit down and educate you. They're not going to be ready for me coming at them because I ain't got time for the stupidity anymore. I have low tolerance. I'm not hiding it no more. We're not hiding it. I'm not just going to keep trying to like suppress it a little bit and try to be more understanding. Now I'll be a little more understanding, but the gloves is coming on. I ain't got time to sit there and they're there. I want to protect your new feelings. Like we ain't doing that anymore. You're a grown ass man or woman. If you're gonna come at somebody with stuff like you got all the facts, I'm just gonna have to come at you a certain way. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come at you as an adult. I'm not coming at you with kid gloves. I guess is the word I'm trying to find. Now they said on Wednesday, Cain made an appearance on Fox News and stated that he plans to be sworn in as an ICE agent ASAP. He argued that the U.S. was built on patriots stepping up. Child, there's nothing about you that's patriotic. You're just fat, and I'm sure you have a hard time breathing at night. You probably got sleep apnea, whether it was popular or not, and that joining ICE was the right thing to do. So joining ICE, it's okay for you to go and just start rounding up people without due process, just grabbing, like ripping families apart, shipping them off to like some slave gulag in El Salvador. Or now what we're doing is that we have to start putting bodies up in alligator Auschwitz. So we're just sitting there rounding up bodies and shipping them over to Florida for this place that has the most worst of conditions. There's a story that I need to bring on here, and I should have did it today. But there was somebody that worked as a corrections officer at Alligator Auschwitz and started spilling tea about the conditions that was going on for there. It wasn't just the prisoners that's dealing with nasty conditions. The workers are too. So I need to bring that story on. I think I'm gonna do that if I decide to do a show. I'll probably do one tomorrow. Don't quote me on it. That's only if there's enough topics to go around to come on for tomorrow. But one of the times, if not tomorrow, and sometime this week, I definitely need to bring on that story because I think people need to be aware of, based on somebody who had an inside situation in there and was a correction officer at Alligator Auschwitz, the nasty conditions that this lady was spilling about what was going on up in there and what she, not only the workers, but the people that's in the prison and what they do. And I also heard something about a lot of the prisoners are doing like a hunger strike. But they talk about there's bleach in the water and all kinds of other stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised. And first of all, the plumbing out there is non-existent, and you're on Native American land doing all of this foolishness. And I'm surprised the Native Americans haven't found a way to kick them off, because I'm like, how you just come in and colonizing our land for this foolishness? Because y'all want to give this perception of we're cracking down on immigration. People really need to be out here paying attention to the stuff that's going on, but the legacy media is not talking about it. I don't even hear a lot of these so-called independent media people talking about. The only ones that I've been hearing talking about is Sammy Savs, Kyle Kalinske, Crystal Ball will probably, bring it up. There's very few people. I mean, Midas Touch, they'll bring it up. Also, oh my God, there's another channel that I've been getting into lately, and I forgot the name. I'm just like bad with names. The Status Coup, that's what it's called. That show also really is a deep dive into like the stuff that's going on. Definitely check that show out. So, what I didn't know was this. So wait a minute, Dean Cain is past 40, because I heard the age that you have to be able to join ICE is 21 and 40. But they're trying to make exceptions now and upgrading the age so that way they'll let more people in. So here's the thing. If you're going to go and bring somebody in who's like 50, 55, 60 years old, and they're going to have a damn heart attack mid-arrest, I don't want to hear nothing. Because if y'all just going to let anybody, and no kind of background check, so you're gonna have all kinds of nutbags joining ICE and making that as the only job opportunities that you're creating and then also dismantling federal jobs and all kinds of other jobs that have been going on since for decades. You're getting rid of all these other jobs, but you're leaving it a choice for people to have to join ICE in order to make ends meet. This grift that's going on with this administration is absolutely atrocious. It's absolutely disgusting, and I totally get why people feel hopeless in what's going on. Now, as I stated before, John Leguizamo was the only one that went in on him. Margaret Cho did as well. And here's what she said about Dean MAGA Superman Tanaka. She said, why would you join ICE and encourage people to join ICE when your ancestors were interned in World War II? This is what she posted in a video on her Instagram account. In the text, why would you join #ICE, #dumb written across it? She said, you're Japanese. You're not even white. I know you, and you are not white. So, the self-hatred that oozes from people like Dean is beyond pathetic. He's got to be the one to live through all of this, but it's like, we'll see if he's got the stamina to go running after a lot of these Mexicans or these Latinos, because that's who they rounding up for now. And once they done with them, they're going to come after everybody else. So be prepared, people, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. So I say all of this to say, what do you guys think of this story? As we all butter up, buckle up for the foolishness that's going to be happening, not only with people like Dean Cain, but the rest of what ICE is doing, which I just think is just beyond deplorable what's happening in this country right now. And we're only like 7 months into this foolishness. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.